Hi everyone, it's Palm, back here with more Titanium Court. Last time we were pretty much letting the world burn, and I'll kind of want to do that again. I kind of want to see what how much money I can actually make in a run. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Let's see here. Oh, so we're not going to ask him yet. We're going to head toward the West Wing. All right. We're going to look at the scoreboard. 8-6. Admiring your handiwork. What does he mean? You know what I mean, Your Majesty. There was a curse here. You lifted it. Bravo. You vaguely remember something happening to that effect, but you have yet to receive any explanation of it. So, you don't know of the curses? Really? What is Goodfella doing? That's what you'd like to know. Well, as far as weighty topics go, this suits me just fine. A curse is a particular noxious form of magic. It's sticky magic, it's itchy magic, it's dirty magic. Garish, unsightly, unsanitary. Every house has its share of curses, but it's remarkably poor manners to leave them out when company is over. You glance at the scoreboard, wondering if you're supposed to feel embarrassed. But for talented wizards, lifting curses makes for good sport. I have many fond memory of hunting them down in my own youth. Yes. You seem to have a certain amount of talent yourself, Your Majesty. You've lifted some curses already. I haven't, or haven't you? I can tell. Since your steward appears to be shirking his duties, perhaps you should take, perhaps you should take over. Okay, but you're not sure how you would even begin lifting curses. On purpose at that, at least. Oh, there should be a book on them somewhere. Goodfellow used to keep good records. But now I'm tired of this topic. Come, let's discuss. He's already wandered out of hearing before you can learn of his next conversational fixation. Yeah, let's go to the library, I guess. All right, the library is somewhere in this direction, but you're not sure if you remember the exact route. All right, so we go through the door. All right, this was not the way last time. Let's go back to the room we came from. Oh, okay, that's not it. Let's do the ladder. You end up getting lost. Ah, okay. All right, I got lost again. Let's go towards my office. Let's go into my office. Ooh. Is that Leland? Why is he still up? You're a little surprised to discover Leland up and about as the court threatens its own dissolution. Of course, Your Majesty. Who else would be capable of delivering your last rites? Last rites? You weren't aware that you were dying? Not quite, but close. The court is liquidating, and you are making an exit, which means we must close your accounts. Fortunately, as a fully ordained priest of Market, I am qualified to deliver these rites. Come, close your eyes, and I will read prices from the movement of the tides. All right, you suppose there's no harm in hearing them. You close your eyes. Leland begins chanting the prices of raw materials. So says Market. 3 bread for 1 coin. 2 water for 1 coin. 3 wood for 1 coin. 2 stone for 1 coin. So says Market. Oh, I see. Okay. So let's see here. There we go. Okay. That's right. Okay, let's see. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh. Okay. 3-3. I don't like that. Let's see here. And now the final word of market, which means the value of the court's resources adds up to 25. Taking into account the court's existing liquid assets of 50, along with the sell value of your cards, about 14. Total worth is about 89. Congratulations, Your Majesty. This exceeds your previous record of 0. You are well on your way to meeting the valuation of 122 placed on the court by the church. Actually, now that you think of it, is he not forgetting something? What about the price of love? The price of love. The court has 40 love in reserve. Is that not adding value to your worth? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Your Majesty. Love is definitely not a recognized asset class of market. You should have figured as much. Nev, excuse me. His duty complete, Leland takes his leave. Yeah, so that was the right choice going for that. Alright, review the to-do list. Lift all the curses. 2 of 13. Oofed. Okay. We got stuff to do. Just keep going right. Ooh. First, we'll go into the dragon room. Go ahead and have a drink. Nice. Drake, the prophet nearby, sits from his sleep. He seems excited about something. Ah, you got it. Am I right? You got it. You're not sure what he's... The whatchamacallit, the light. The light of youth. You talking about this? Yes, the light of youth. Ah, it burns, it burns. You're actually burning him as far as you can tell, but you put it away nonetheless. Ah, you know what? You know what? What? You should use that on the beast. Wait, no, I mean the dragon. It's the only thing that can tame him. Lol, wow. Fight fire with... The man returns to slumber mumbling. If you were to paraphrase what he told you, you guess it would be that you should face the dragon while using the fire. Oh yeah, that was a good one, ma'am. The kind of portent I'd be heating if I were you. Your drink now finished. You signed up from the bar. And we're going to go into the goat statue. The break room. Ooh, let's take a break. Up close, you're surprised to discover that the water cooler towers over you. As if that weren't enough, it also hums with the sound of hushed whispers. The longer you stand near it, the more the whispers begin to cohere into something legible. You know what I heard? I heard that those goat brothers are employed by a terrible troll. I've heard he threatens them with poverty, with homelessness, with the intervention of inequitable violence. Each powerless to stand against him, they continue to do his terrible bidding. But you know what else I heard? I heard that the troll keeps the brothers separated because he can't stop them when they work together. If only they could be reunited somehow. Oh, okay. But that's what I've heard. And that's about as much as you can stomach. Oh, cool. I got 2 water. Go elsewhere? Yeah, go elsewhere. Alright. Let's hop down here. Oh, it's kitty time. You return to the site of the pile you previously started building for the benefit of the cat. Pure yes, let your legacy be one of the grand public works, great queen. Alright, let's see what Puck has to say. Puck looks up at you, approaches, eyes sparkling and fearful. As usual, we have time for one earnest answer. Puck has offered to answer one of your questions before the court shatters again. Why did he proclaim you queen? Why has his demeanor towards you suddenly changed? How might you return home? Why does the court collapse at night? What exactly is the court? Can you tell you where any of your missing keys might be found? You would like to know how the war started and when? Ask him about the curses placed upon. Here we go. You recently learned that the court suffers from numerous curses. What can he tell you about these curses? Your question has given him an open invitation to provide you with information of his choosing. He switches the wine around his glass while he considers. Finally, I can tell you this about the curses. Under no circumstances should you attempt to lift them. Naturally, you now have even more questions on the same subject, but those will have to wait for another night. Okay, so don't lift the curses. You blink and everything falls apart. You blink again and everything's back together. A nearby witness stops and whistles a cool trick. In the time since you last went to war, a new job has been made available in the court. Specifically, the insurance claimant job. Perhaps you should give it a try. Let's see here. What is this one? Defensive job. Build walls and receive money when they're torn down. I kind of really like this one for now, so I'm gonna say that that's the fire. Oh, let's see here. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to explore the court. You hear the voice of the man named Puck somewhere nearby. Perhaps you should listen to him. While exploring the library, you suddenly hear the voice of the man named Puck echoing from the floor above you. Yep, that's him, all right. You discreetly move to a location where you can listen in. Just put another marble in the bag whenever she comes by. That should help to keep the flow of events moving. Oh, but don't do it where she can see you. That part's important. Oh, but Her Majesty seems understanding sort. Why hide it? Puck's voice is tinged with annoyance. I'm not talking about her. I mean the other queen. Aha! Here we are. You always suspected your royal position was merely ceremonial, but you assumed the real power within the court lay with Puck. Now you hear him mention another queen. Very interesting. As you ruminate on this information, you hear the quick approach of Puck's footsteps. Just as he reaches the landing, you emerge from the place of ambush and take him by the arm. If he's surprised, he hides it well, falling into step casually beside you. And my queen, punctual as ever, I take it you are adjusting well to your circumstances? You have no complaints about your accommodations, but your circumstances are another matter. A matter that he appears to understand, but continues to neglect to explain. Puck laughs and hands you an envelope. I expect you'll find all of your answers here. Perhaps after a few degrees of separation. A few degrees. I need to get that temperature up. But here nonetheless. You take the envelope from him and begin to open it suspiciously. And now I must attend to more business in the other wings. So I take my leave. Before you can object, a nearby bookcase swings open, revealing a door that he quickly enters and shuts behind him. Again, it doesn't bulge when you approach, nor when they jostle a random selection of books on the shelf. Given not much of alternative, you begin reading through the contents of the envelope. Royal recommendations for Her Majesty, the Queen of Titanium Court. 1. Leave. That's it. Besides, you suspect that you'll have to find your answers elsewhere. Investigate the dining hall. No point in returning to my chambers. Let's just go check out the hall. Get some food in me. Hopefully I get some wood. I need wood. So I'm doing another fire run. Perhaps someone could clear this up for me. What exactly is a mortal? Let me try. See, the mortal word is akin to a massive court. Courtiers, mortals, are notorious for their bizarre practice of staying dead. Staying dead? They don't get bored of it after a while? They don't. Or at least none of them have yet. I would say they are firmly committed to the lifestyle. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. Yes, I got the wood. Okay, that's a sign I should stay fire. I was thinking about doing the claimant one, but I'm going to stay fire. Alright. We'll go back to the chambers. Is there anything I can do in the chambers? Ooh, there is. Perhaps time for another shower. Turn the water on, wait for the heat up, step in. Today you think about movement. Specifically, you think about how the court is able to move freely during high tide without making any matches. At first you thought this merely a useful trick to keep in mind for when no matters are available. But now you recognize it as a powerful tool in your strategic arsenal. By moving the court directly at key moments, it's much easier to achieve an advantageous position than if you just relied on matters. Additionally, once the court is in an advantageous position, you can just move it back and forth a few times, thus proceeding to low tide. I keep forgetting that it can actually move the court itself. You'll try to keep these maneuvers in mind, although you found they can be pretty easy to forget when you're distracted by matches. As loath as you are to leave, you think you've now spent enough time in the shower. Alright. Well, let's go to war. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do some strife. Begin the war with no resources. Ooh. No, we're not doing that. You cannot gather water during your first battle. I need wood. I need food. I need everything. Yeah, let's go ahead and try the egg. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we got forests there, archers and goons. Wormholes and goons. Centaurs and goons. I'm going to do this one. Okay, so we got one enemy right there. So... can I burn the egg? That's what I'm kind of curious about right now. Alright, no reason to burn anything. Let's see what the shop has. Market. No, I'm good. Alright. So let's see here. Yep, go down, guys. We'll just get some wood for the eventual fire. Nice. Easy win, 21. Okay. Ooh. Birds and goons. Marking goons. What do I have again? Oh, yeah, okay. So. Nope. Missing water. Catapults and goons. Volcanoes. Birds and goons. Scamps and goons. I'll say I'm going to do this one. Nice. Nice. Alright, so now, do just want to get some more food here. Again, nothing can really get to me. Is there any place I can get food? Could do this guy. They're all blocked off anyways. Go ahead and do that one. So I'm still protected. Yeah. Alright, Just move right there. Perfect. What's this one? Receive more instructions in self-defense? Yes. You have the option of purchasing some lessons on self-defense. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think you've got the wrong idea here, lady. Read the sign again. Self-offense? That's right. Like self-harm? Or something like that. Is that a useful thing to teach? I don't know. You tell me. Anyone can see you're playing with fire over there. Not going to tell you to quit, but I can at least give you some pointers so you don't hurt yourself. Does that seem useful to you, Your Majesty? Yeah, you know what? I'll have so much money anyways. Right. You're trying to burn everything down. Cool. I respect that, but you're going to need to be smart about it. First thing you got to know, different terrain burns at different speeds. Like, maybe this is obvious, but fields burn the fastest, then woods, then the forts. Meanwhile, hills and water, they don't burn at all. Since fire spreads when terrain burns down, you'll want to try to surround yourself with as much flammable junk as you can. Now, a key detail you might have noticed is the enemy court burns slowly. This means you can't rely on fire to eliminate them in a timely fashion. I've seen it more times than I can count. Some hotshot sets a neighboring fortress on fire, but then the soldiers from that fortress deliver a beatdown before it finishes burning down. Don't let that be you. Okay, one more thing. Fire will hurt your guys. They'll try to avoid walking through fire, but sometimes they won't have a chance, so be careful. Remember, occasionally you gotta lay off the fire for a while, especially if you need to replenish your stuff. Anyway, that's the pointers I got. Here's some kindling. Have fun out there. Oh, 20 kindling? That was good. Alright, I cannot get attacked, so I'm not going to burn anything this round. I'm just going to set these guys out to get me wood. That's right. Again, I wonder if that egg... I wonder if I set it on fire if it will hatch. That's right. Nothing hurt me this round. Ooh, come on. Keep going, guys. Come on. Yes. Got up to 60. Love to see it. All right, next round. Ooh, catapults and goons. Hills, shops and goons. Knights and goons. Market and boats. I'm going to do this one. All right. Work on getting some food here. If I can. Okay. Yeah, he'll be able to get me. Let's see here. Do water here. Ooh, a chest. Get some more woods. Get that chest. Oh, I don't get the chest because it's... Okay. Be a fool here and just get rid of all my defense. Nice. Oh, my God, I'm dumb. I forgot those count as bad guys. All right, let's open it up. What do we get? Ooh. Get it? It's passive. A worker. Oh, why not? And I got the stuff, so let's go and do it. All right, so get one of these guys, get going on that. 3 of these guys. We start a fire. Start another fire. Start another fire. Start another fire. Then we put rain out right here. Yeah. And then we see if the fire kills the egg, and we'll see what the punishment is. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, it does hurt the egg. Well, that was stupid. Alright, well, we're going to find out what happens when the egg burns and cooks itself. Alright, let's find out what the punishment is. Not bad. And I got some money. So let's find out what the punishment is. Or is it like at the end? As the dust from the battle settles, it soon becomes clear that your football did not survive the ordeal. Your courtiers, showing a surprised amount of coordination, organize a short memorial service for the demolished ball. Is the football only way for me to get fast points? It's like 7 points. As Queen of the Court, you are naturally expected to deliver a eulogy. You do a brief overview of the ball's memorable qualities, including the fact that it clearly resembles an egg rather than a football, and express a passing regret for its untimely loss. That's it. Honestly, you don't really see the need to put any effort behind that. As the funeral concludes, you now must choose an appropriate penalty for losing the football. Choose a penalty for failing to safely guide the ball to the end zone. Take 10 damage. Forfeit all of your cash. Forfeit all of 2 resources. Choose randomly from boom, boom, boom. Ooh, no. I'd rather just take my money. I don't care. You lost all your money. You accept the penalty and proceed sans ball. Okay. Ooh, volcano. Centaur and Goons. Knights and Goons. We're doing volcano. Alright. Ooh, new sign. You and your couriers observe another sign on the battlefield. Oh, thank God, sign no swing. Stop. A powerful command. Best if we comply. But what are we supposed... Stop. To be on the safe side, let's assume all of it. 2 of them, rigid, fall to the ground near you. Another courier approaches you, covering his eyes. Oh no, what tragedy. It is only through my frequent habit of averting my gaze that I am spared of this curse that now afflicts our queen and her subjects. To your knowledge, you are not under the effects of any curse. Your Majesty, how can it be? Even your greatest minds have yielded to the spell. Does he mean the stop sign? You explain that the sign is for directing traffic, and that it should be not impact the regular movements of pedestrians. So it is your faith in cars that protects you. How magnificent. I have never heard of such a thing. But alas, your subjects do not believe in cause. What is to become of them, compelled to stop in such a way? You look at the 2 on the ground, puzzled. You try explaining that vehicles compelled by the sign to stop are not actually required to remain stopped. Instead, they are permitted to move again, after coming to a loosely defined complete stop. Upon hearing this, the fairies on the ground relax and breathe again. Of course, the sign only stipulates stop singular. If it wished us to remain stopped, it would obviously say stops. We must thank Her Majesty for removing this curse. I would have never come to that conclusion on my own. What? Okay. On this day, the Queen of Titanium Court did unburden her people of the curse of petrification, and there was jubilation. Okay. What's this game? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so my volcano guy is going to go here. This guy's definitely going to burn before anything. What's the shop have in it? Driller. Soldier, offensive fairy, attacks that. Food. Could buy a couple foods here. Work a spell. Move in any direction. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spread the fire. Okay, looks good. And then we're going to do rain here. And we're going to rain right here. We're going to do one of him and those guys. Let's do it. Did the volcano not go off? Oh, it's that guy right there. 22, 20. Oh, I'm going to need a hospital here soon. 12. Well, 11. 11's not bad. Hospital. 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 Oh, okay, we're going here. Okay, I just need to make sure I have a hospital on the board. Okay, I got a hospital right there. A lot of enemies. Let's see. Oofda. I'm not doing too good. I'm too close to these guys, and I don't not have a way to really fight them. He's down there. Down there. I might be able to burn them. Shoot. Worth it. Try it anyways. Looking to buy real estate. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I do have enough money. Sweet. I don't have enough. I did not think this through. Oh, wait. Okay. Hospital. Heal. 32. For a modest. Nice. Alrighty. Now then. What does this do? Oh, it has a shield. Oh, I got plenty of. Sweet. Rain cloud right here. And then... Not bad. Alright, let's see how good we do. Uh-oh. I'm losing health fast. Oh, I didn't think the centaurs were that strong. I would have used all of it. Oh well. Sit for a time on your side of the bed, trying to will away the headache before the day's work begins. Alright. I'm defeated after that one, so I'm going to call it here, guys. It's been Polm with Titanium Court. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'm having a good time with this game. Alright. Bye, everyone.